Now that we've done one report on the chair of the future and focused on the crisis, and we're not addressing other issues, where does this go for us? Where does the chair of the future as a project go from here? And what should the world expect from this?
Well, look, we do intend to do this on a regular basis. The reaction to the research has been extraordinary, and people have found it, I think, interesting and useful. We've heard from a lot of chairs that they'd love to talk further. I think, look, one thing we found is that chairs don't have a lot of fora to talk and to meet and to share things and hear from their peers. I think being a chair in some ways can be a very lonely job. So I think if we're playing a very small role, a small part in helping chairs think about their role, well, we're very happy to do that. I think the next stage is something we've already started. We're calling it sort of the Chair of the Future Part 2 or the Chair of the Future 2.0. And we've decided to do a bit of a deeper dive on the chair's role in climate. It does seem to us that the chair has a very particular role to play in making sure that climate finds its way onto the boardroom agenda. There's not a lot of time. As we've said, the boards aren't meeting many times throughout the year. How do you create enough time on the agenda to really bring climate onto the agenda, to make sure that the organization has a coherent and credible plan to reach those targets, those Paris-based targets, or perhaps to reach net zero by a particular date. This is something that we're seeing chairs play a bigger role in. Each chair seems to do it a bit differently. Working with your CEO to do this is also critically important. How do you build the trust with your CEO to do this? How do you put this on the agenda in the right way? And how do you work with management? I think these are questions we really want to understand better. Are they different from country to country? Are there variations? Are there best practices or things that we can learn from chairs and boards that are doing this well? So I think by the end of the calendar year, this year, 2023, we'll have a bit of an answer and we'll come out with a second part of the report. Beyond that, I mean, I think, the world is open, and I think there'll be a third version and hopefully a fourth version of this where we do a bit of a deeper dive on other topics. It could be that the next one is about technology. It could be something else. But we expect to hear from this audience and others, to help decide where we go.
I guess there will never be a shortage of issues as the world changes so dramatically now. And the boards will need to gear up and address the emerging issues and be prepared to deal with these issues as they move forward. But so far, I think the results have been encouraging. I think the trends we are seeing are positive, and hopefully there will be a lot of learnings that the boards will take from each other and move on from here. Dan, I want to thank you so much for sparing your time here today and also helping us and providing the inspiration for the Chair of the Future project. And we look forward to more action and we at the global level that we can do and emulate here as well.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you so much, Dan.